Today should be hopefully a good and interesting day because today I want to install the new trunk on my car. But we have a couple of things we gotta do first. So I'm gonna do a little time lapse because it is wet outside today and I don't want to work on my car in the wet. And especially if it starts raining again, it's not gonna be fun to do. So first things first, we have to clean out a little part of my garage so I can actually back my car in. So probably gonna time lapse that. Then we gotta move the Beamer and then we gotta get my car as much in here as possible. So then we can just tear apart this trunk. Hopefully everything goes to plan. Hopefully everything goes smooth and easily. And hopefully we can fly soon enough. So we're gonna start cleaning out this garage because it is absolutely terrible in here. Not looking forward to this. This is about to be a pain in the ass. Do you ever just start like cleaning and then get very carried away with your cleaning? I had to stop the time lapse because I was like, man, there's so much more I could do in here to make more space. So I just kind of stopped recording. But so far, I cleared out this entire space and it should be enough to bring my car in. But I'm gonna try to get some of this stuff out of the way, just so we have a little bit more space to work on it, so I'm not all crammed in here. But we're gonna finish cleaning this garage, switch the cars around, and then I'm gonna start taking apart the trunk back here, if you guys can see it. And then, because we gotta get rid of that garnish and all the wires in there. And I'll show you guys how to do that. I've never done it myself. It shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully, but I'll walk you guys through everything just in case you guys are trying to do it yourself. Now that I just killed like 2 hours, but now I have all this space to like do car stuff. I'm pretty hyped, but now it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna grab food and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start tearing this trunk apart so we can start putting it on. I'm proud of myself for today so far though. What is going on, guys? That was probably the longest intro I've ever had to a video to date, but we did some progress today because now we got space in here to actually work on my car, which is cool because now I can actually do mods in the winter without having to wait for like a dry day or wait for a day that it's not super cold, because I can just put a heater in here and we can make this shit work. So now is gonna be the task that probably isn't gonna be the most exhilarating thing in the world, and it's probably gonna be kind of annoying, but we have to switch over all the wiring harnesses and all of the hardware from this new trunk and swap it with the old trunk. So pretty much what I'll be doing is I'm swapping fender garnishes, which if you guys don't know, that is this part. So we gotta take that out because that has all the buttons and my camera in it, and then we have to switch out all the locking mechanism. And hopefully it's not too much work and it should be an easy swap to do, but I'm not really sure because I haven't done it before. So I'm gonna start diving into it and just taking a look at it and seeing what we actually have to do. So it looks like switching out the garnishes should be relatively simple. There's a lot of bolts and stuff to get all the locks out, but I think it's pretty doable. So if you look inside of here, it looks like we have a bolt here and a bolt on the other side. So I am going to quickly disconnect those and see what else we have to take out. Turns out that wasn't the right bolt. That was actually for the spoiler. The ones are actually right in front of me. I don't know what sizes they are, but it looks like there's a couple clips, a couple smaller things for it. So I'll figure that out. After getting all of those bolts out that I said before, which they are 5/16, there's a few bolts and there's a few wires you have to clip out, which really wasn't too much work to get them mostly out of the way. The problem that I am running into now is when the fender garnish is actually coming off is this part right here. You guys can see there's a wire, if you guys can see it. And that wire is in a weird spot and it's in this boot, so we have to remove it. Actually, it just comes right out like that. So the camera looks like it will stay in here. I don't know how to really take that out, but the garnish is a big part because I believe all of my wireless connectivity is actually found in here. So we have to take out this entire wiring harness because I don't know what else is really hidden inside of it compared to my OEM one. And just to be safe, I'd just rather remove all of this stuff because I don't know really what technology is in where. So I'm gonna remove the rest of this wire, or maybe I don't have to. I'm gonna do a little bit of research first before I start tearing out more wires. So originally what I was going to do was I was going to take out every wire from this trunk and replace it with the OEM ones from my trunk because my car has a hands-free locking system and I'm not really sure how it goes. But after removing the actual lock from here, I believe that all that hands-free stuff is located in this box, because you guys can see in here, there is a chipset in there, and looks like to be a decent amount of technology. So I think if I just replace the key and replace this part, all that will still work. I'm hoping that's all it is, and I'm hoping there's not more to it, but I'm hoping that all this is just plug and play stuff. Hopefully it is, it should be, but I'm just not positive about it. Here's when lighting just start getting weird, because now my car is in my garage. So first off, what we did was we disconnected the wiring for the actual trunk itself and pulled it through the body, and then it's just a couple 12mm bolts to get from the brackets here to get those out. So I'm gonna quickly get those out and take it off. So I got the old trunk off, but I haven't started disconnecting it yet, and then I just kind of soft mounted this onto it. The problem that I'm coming into now is that there's two bolts that connect the hydraulics to the actual thing itself, which if you guys can see, it's this one here, and then there's this one. And this one has this in the way. So I'm trying to get it on there, but it's really tough, but we're going to get it. Just might take some time and just figuring out a better way to do it. So the most difficult thing I'm coming into right now is getting these bolts back underneath where this trunk strut actually is. But in the meantime, while I'm trying to think of a better solution, I'm just going to take apart my stock trunk now and just start putting everything back into that, just to make everything like ready to go, because I might be able to find a way to mount it without those two bolts for now, but I just won't be able to open the trunk again for a little while. But I'm just gonna try to figure it out and just start replacing everything right now. I gotta say, putting this trunk lid on was a lot more of a hassle than I thought because of one bolt on each side. Now, I'm gonna show you guys which bolt it is and how I did it. And you're gonna need two people if you're gonna do this. You're not gonna do it by yourself. So the bolt, if I can get it in here, let me turn my flashlight on. This bolt right here, it's behind the strut. So what you're gonna wanna do for that one, because it was very difficult, was loosen all of the bolts, get someone else to help you, have someone climb in the back of the car and hold it while they thread it in, or else it's not gonna go in. This is the first test to see if I put everything in correctly, and hopefully the hands-free stuff works. And this is the first closed test, and I'm a little bit nervous if it's gonna close or not. And it closed. And the hands-free works. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Now, something I did notice, if I can get better lighting, is that the BRZ trunk is actually a lot heavier than this 86 trunk. And I'm not sure if that's any reason behind it, or if there is a reason behind it, or maybe the spoiler is really heavy. But this thing is significantly lighter now, and I'm not sure if it's gonna make me feel anything on the wheels or anything, but it just, like, closing it feels a little bit different. I'm gonna roll this thing into the light, as much light as there is, because there's not much right now, and just see how it looks, because so far I do like the look of it. I am definitely gonna have to invest in more lights in here if I'm gonna start doing more car stuff in here, because it's dark now, kind of, and I can't see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and I hope this install was kind of like helpful for all of you guys that are trying to do some of the same thing. That one bolt, as long as you have two people, it's manageable. It was tough. If you get that strut off, it'd be even better. But I'm happy with how this came out. Like, look at that. Look at that booty. I think it looks fantastic. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think about it. And do you guys think I should get rid of the TRD spoiler it's on here, or do you guys think I should keep it? If I'm gonna get rid of it, I kind of want to put something maybe more aggressive, or maybe a lot less aggressive. Maybe put a wing on it. I don't really know yet. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm getting ideas, and I'm getting really excited. But I just can't stop looking at the rear end of it. I just think it's starting to look super good. I need like 2 more things, and this rear end is gonna look like freaking minty. I'm gonna leave you guys off here today. So comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Keep doing you. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.